Ever, like, really looked at your phone and thought about all the tech packed into that tiny space?
Right.
We're talking crazy, small sensors and systems all working perfectly together.
Yeah, it's incredible, really.
It's the whole world of microsystems, and today we're diving deep into how to become a microsystem engineering technician.
Definitely a growing field.
Yeah. Definitely growing, for sure. We've got some awesome resources from RoleCatcher, their career development platform, to guide us through this, so get ready to explore a career path with a ton of potential.
Yeah, it's amazing when you think that these tiny components, I mean, we're talking smaller than a human hair, make up so much of the technology we use every day.
It really is mind-blowing. So can we break it down a bit? What exactly are we talking about when we say microsystem?
So basically, a microsystem is a miniaturized device, or system even, that combines electrical and mechanical parts.
Okay, so like a tiny little machine.
Yeah, exactly. A common type is a MEMS, which stands for microelectromechanical system.
Right.
Yeah, think about the accelerometer in your phone, the thing that detects when you rotate the screen, or that tiny gyroscope that helps with navigation.
Right, those are MEMS.
Those are MEMS in action.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
So like a foldable phone, does that use MEMS technology for the hinge?
Exactly. And we're not just talking smartphones here. We're talking everything from medical devices and airbags
Really?
to inkjet printers and even spacecraft.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So microsystem engineering technicians, they build these super intricate systems.
Exactly.
Good.
These technicians work in super specialized, meticulously clean spaces called clean rooms.
Clean rooms.
Yeah.
What are those?
Imagine a place where one speck of dust is a huge deal. Kind of like those scenes in sci-fi movies, where they build spaceships super carefully.
I can picture that, yeah.
Yeah.
But we're talking about crazy precision.
Oh, definitely.
What skills do you need to be successful in that kind of environment?
You need a solid mix of technical expertise and serious attention to detail.
Okay, makes sense.
One of the core skills is microfabrication. That's the process of actually creating these microscopic structures.
Okay.
It involves stuff like photolithography.
Photolithography.
Kind of like developing a photo, but way smaller scale.
Okay,
So imagine using light to etch patterns onto a silicon wafer.
right.
And those become the circuits and components for these tiny devices.
So would someone with like a photography background have an advantage?
Maybe, conceptually, yeah. It's really about knowing how to manipulate these materials on such a small scale.
Wow. Okay.
And of course, you got to know computer-aided design, CAD software.
Right, of course.
Yeah, that's crucial for designing these complex systems.
It sounds like a job that needs both technical skills and a lot of patience.
For sure.
What about the, softer skills, like working with a team and communication? Are those important too?
Oh, those are super important, yeah. Microsystem engineering technicians often work with engineers, scientists, other technicians. You got to be able to clearly communicate your ideas, solve problems together, and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Okay, so it's like a high-tech orchestra.
Yeah,
Everyone plays a vital role to create something incredible.
definitely.
And speaking of roles,
Yeah.
what's the typical career path look like for a microsystem engineering technician?
So you've got the skills and the knowledge. What's next?
The career path for a microsystem engineering technician, it's full of possibilities, right?
Yeah, for sure. You might start by, assisting more experienced technicians, get some hands-on experience,
Right.
like assembling components, doing some routine tests, or running specialized equipment.
So you're kind of like an apprentice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then as you move up, you could lead projects, develop new fabrication techniques. You could even move into management or research positions.
Wow, so there's a real chance to specialize in this field.
Oh,
Cool. But let's be real for a sec. Getting that first job, it's tough in any industry. What makes aspiring microsystem engineering technicians stand out, to actually land that first job?
that's a really good point. It's not just about having the right qualifications on your resume. It's about showing your passion, your skills, what you can bring to the table to potential employers.
Yeah.
And the best way to do that is by, nailing those interviews.
Because interviews are always a little nerve-wracking,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
even when you know your stuff.
Definitely. Preparation is key.
Right.
Researching those potential employers, knowing what they do and being able to explain why you're a good fit. That's essential.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But how do you even start to prepare for those really technical questions they might ask in a microsystem engineering technician interview?
That's where resources like RoleCatcher can be super helpful.
Yeah, we were talking about them earlier.
Right. They've got this huge database of potential interview questions, and they're tailored to specific careers, specific skills.
Mm. Oh, well. So it's not just general interview advice.
No, it's very specific.
Okay.
Yeah, and they even have AI-powered interview practice, so you can actually practice your answers.
Well, hold on. They use AI for that.
Yeah, you record yourself answering questions,
Okay.
and the AI analyzes your performance. It gives you feedback on things like your body language, how clearly you're explaining stuff, all that.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's like having a personal coach almost, helping you get ready and build your confidence.
That's so helpful, especially for someone who's, maybe feeling a little lost in the whole job search process.
Exactly.
So it's not just about knowing the techie stuff about microsystems.
Right.
It's about being able to explain it clearly,
Yeah.
show off those soft skills too.
Exactly. Employers, they want well-rounded people, people who can do the technical stuff, but who can also work well in a team, solve problems, be creative, and, contribute to a good work environment.
Yeah, they want the whole package.
Exactly.
So to sum it all up, a successful microsystems engineering technician needs like a strong educational background, a passion for tech, and that commitment to always learning, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And of course, the ability to communicate effectively and work well with others.
For sure, it's a combination of all those things.
Right. It takes a village or a clean room, as the case may be.
Yeah, exactly.
So it sounds like to be a microsystem engineering technician, you need a really diverse skill set.
You really do.
Yeah. So beyond the technical stuff, how can someone really stand out in this job market? It's competitive out there.
Yeah, it is. One thing I always tell people is to treat your job search like its own project, Don't just send out a million generic applications.
Right.
Really take the time to research companies, target the ones that, fit with your interests and your career goals.
So instead of just applying everywhere, you're saying be more focused.
Exactly. Figure out what each company actually does and how your skills match up with their mission.
Okay, so you're showing them you've done your homework.
Right, exactly. Show them you're genuinely interested in them.
That makes sense. What about things like salary and benefits? Those can be tough to navigate, especially when you're just starting out.
Yeah, you're right. Those are super important parts of any job offer,
Yeah.
Do your research, know the industry standards, and know what you're worth.
Right.
Don't be afraid to negotiate, but be ready to explain why you deserve what you're asking for.
That's really great advice.
Hmm.
This deep dive has been awesome. We've covered so much, from these tiny microscopic devices to building a successful career in this field. It's a lot.
It's a lot to take in, and honestly, we've only just scratched the surface,
Right.
What's so cool about microsystems is their potential. They could totally change so many parts of our lives. And we're already seeing it happen. Like in healthcare, they have these tiny sensors now to monitor your vital signs, and in renewable energy with more efficient solar cells.
It's crazy to think these tiny technologies are shaping the future in such a big way. So, as we wrap up here, any final thoughts for our listeners out there who might be feeling inspired to explore a career as a microsystem engineering technician?
I'd say if you're into tech, you love precision, and you get excited about innovation, this could be the perfect field for you.
Yeah, it seems like a field with so much potential.
It really does. Just embrace continuous learning, stay curious, and you never know, you might be the one to build the next big thing in microsystems.
That's an awesome note to end on. Thanks so much for joining us on this deep dive into the world of microsystem engineering technicians. We hope you learned some valuable stuff and gained a whole new appreciation for the power of the micro.